Good afternoon or good evening when this video reaches you from Yummy B TV right now. Sending lots of love to you all as usual. Now, this is story time now. You lot said it's taken me 4 to 6 weeks. Yummy, can you hurry up and do it? Because we want to know what you said on those 3 or 4 live sessions on Yummy B TV, the ones you deleted, the ones you left out. You talked about a fight with Liverpool's Stephen French in the Kentucky shop with the three geezers, right? This is how the build-up is. Those that have followed me for quite some time will remember a year or two ago when we was on the live sessions when I wasn't quite right. I was quite right on certain times. And people were asking me about Stephen French. And I was coming up in the live session. I said, I don't really like him, even though I never met him. Right? I said, I don't like him, mate. Nah, he's not my cup of tea. Where is he? I want to see him and all that. These are true facts and statements I'm making now. So you remember not my sister in Wales, Tara. Remember, I have other family members that knew Stephen French that were close to him. I've got a cousin, all ladies, all bit B, that got close to Stephen French on a friendship basis. Not suggesting that they were lovers or they were together at some stage or all that. But I know one of my cousins is very loyal, very true, and she helps a lot of people, right? Now, when I was homeless, many occasions where she had to come and rescue me, right? And it brought me out the way. She's from South London originally, but she's got places all around the country. And she says, come here, there's a room here, come and stay down here. Remember how difficult it was for me, right? So when I was listening to her, because her and Stephen French, or them and Stephen French was really close at one stage and they liked each other a lot, man. You know what I mean? You can't get involved in people's relationships sometimes, right? From relationships can sour. I've had many of those where I love her today, I don't like her tomorrow, don't like him, I didn't like the way, but we can make sense of it sometimes. And you've got to remember, people got their own emotions to certain people for whatever reasons. Maybe they love them, but they hate them at the same time. It's a thin line between love and hate. Remember the record? It's a thin line between love and hate. So, but I will always consider my family's feelings before anybody else, especially people that I don't really know. I don't care whether they were Kung Fu champions and they could kill everybody and they was the master at this and all that. Uncle Yummy believes he was the master at everything, so it's not that interesting to me to hear about this. But when people break down to me, right, oh yeah, this bit and that bit, you're getting involved in people's squabbles, the dirty laundry, what took place and whatnot and whatnot. But sometimes you get mixed messages, because sometimes people will talk bad about someone, but on the same hand, talk on the other hand that they love them really, and they would like this. So it's a mixed kind of thing. So we can't say whether she hated him, they hated him, or he hated her, or that kind of stuff. All I'm going by is what people are telling me that are close to me. So I said, what? I said, what? Did he mistreat you? Why? What happened? What, he put his hand on you? What? That kind of stuff. No, Yummy, it wasn't really like that. It's not really like that. I said, where is he then? You're talking about like this man, Stephen French, is the baddest man of all time. Where there? Like, what's he saying? Like, no, Yummy, listen, you don't understand. I said, well, make up your mind then. On the one hand, you're telling me that there's something that you don't like, which I'm going to side with you for. And then the second part of it, you're telling me, oh, no, he's all right, he's a good man and all that. So I can't draw reference to really anything that's going on, right? All I know is if you're my family, I will back you. I had that prejudice over Stephen French until part 1. Part 2, I'm still not sure about. I am sure about him because it's my boy, it's my big brother. But I still never got to ask him the questions that I want to ask him, and I'll be asking him on part 2. You lot ain't heard nothing here. I've got the Hitman from Ireland. I've got all of them coming for part 2. Don't worry about that. I'm just too slow. So I said, listen, I don't like when you're hurt, but no, Yummy, I wasn't. It's not that you're reading it wrong, man. You're getting too emotional. I said, listen, where is he, man? You're talking like he was the greatest of all time, like he could beat everybody that ever existed and all that. I said, I'll tell you what, I'll ever go, Yummy, no, you don't understand. I said, why? She said, one day, we was down south, right? Her and Stephen French on a friend's night out, right? What happened was they just come from a bar. They had dinner. They were in good spirits. Frenchie was the ultimate gentleman, the charisma, and talking to her properly, and she responded and all that. Like we know, at certain times it can end up in the takeaway shops around 12, 1 o'clock. in the morning or late night, right? So they get to down there in East London, right? They end up coming out the bar and going into walking down in real good spirits, like I said, and going into the Kentucky. So Stephen French, you know, as Uncle Stephen is, he goes down there. He's talking. His whole undivided attention is to her and him that are in front of him because it's family to him, right? And many of them love him, right? But I didn't know this at the time. So they're in the Kentucky bar. Three geezers come through the door. So they start mimicking Frenchie, taking a piss out of his accent because he's in London, right? And then they start to get a bit derogatory towards my cousin, right? What happened next? They're talking by the counter, right? French is listening to it for a little while out of earshot, like he would do, like I would do, like many of you lot would do. Some will say something, some won't, right? She said to him, Frenchie, don't bother with it. Frenchie said to him, but hold on, wait there. Let me ask them. Frenchie addressed them in their 20s, probably 30s at the most, right? So he turns around, he said, listen, you talking to me? Or you're addressing my people while I'm standing there? So basically you're talking loud and laughing and getting little kicky jokes while they're both of them are at the counter and expecting you don't know Frenchie, but you're expecting that Frenchie's just going to let that go by. She probably would have, right? So what happened? Frenchie turned around and said, listen, I don't like the way that you're laughing at me. You know what I mean? I don't like the way those three jokes that you cracked, her, me, my accent, blah, blah, blah. Do you think I'm some kind of mug, right? They said, blah, 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 blah. Don't take it so serious, man. You're just a northerner and all that kind of stuff. The kind of stuff that's related and blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? But obviously they're a bit worse for wear. Had a drink and blah, blah, blah. Frenchie confronts him, walks up to him and says, I'm going to ask you one more time. Take back your talk. I'll collect my food and I will come out the restaurant, right? I'll come out the Kentucky shop, right? She said to him, Frenchie, stop it. Leave it, man. Leave it, right? Listen to this, right? So Frenchie goes, no, hold on a minute. Let me address him. One of them tried to throw a sneaky punch, right? Frenchie allegedly went like that. Give him a knee, and he was on the floor with his left knee shattered. The other one tried to come through quickly to back his friend. The second one, right out of three, Frenchie put him on the floor with one hit. The third one was stunned, right? Not expecting this, right? Even though he's an imposing figure, when you're free-handed, you're always going to think you're going to get it better. But as usual, if you can't do things on your own, you're doing things in gangs. And if it doesn't work out for two of you. So the third one comes in and throws two more. Frenchie went like that. What was my man? Ken Norton. I heard he was doing this, right? Frenchie for the last geezer. Went like that. Let him throw his two. Went like that. And just went like that. And he was on the floor too. So this is all alleged. But after all, it comes out of your mouth, cousin. That's what you told me, right? So I can only believe what you're going to tell me, because that day when we was arguing, I was saying to him, where is he? He goes, but Yami, he's serious, you know, he's not really easy like that. And boom, one time he defended me. All right, cool. All right, do you see what I'm saying? This is why we can't get involved in certain things until we know better. I will always back those closest to me first, whether they're wrong or right. That's always going to be Uncle Yami the way I do it until I learn the bittersweet tale of just waiting close first before you jump in and being judgmental on things. The truth is that all three of them hit the deck. And you know I'm not going to come up here and tell you this shit. I wasn't there, but that's what she told me. See you all soon with the Uncle Ray video.